Hello students, welcome to AG School of Economics. As you can see on your screen, today's topic is BCom Semester 4 of Calcutta University. We are discussing about the first chapter of the paper named Microeconomics 2, and the first chapter is Monopoly. Now today we are going to discuss about source of monopoly power. That is, what are the reasons of arising of monopoly power? Now, the first cause or first point is exclusive control over raw materials. Suppose an petrochemical industry use crude oil or petrol as raw material. Now, if that firm wants to purchase oil, then will the firm can purchase from any private outlet or any firm? The answer is no. Because Indian government has full control over extraction, refinery and supply of oil from mine. So if there is exclusive control over raw material, then monopoly power can arise. Second cause is legal barrier. Legal barrier means, now suppose take an example of Microsoft company. Microsoft company has invented software technology, and if another company imitate that technology without doing nothing, then it won't be profitable for inventing company. Now if government provide legal barrier like patent and copyright over their invention to the Microsoft company, then Microsoft can take legal action against that company. So government provide legal barrier to create monopoly power over their product or their invention. Now coming to the third cause, that is brand image. Different company take trademark and registered certificate from government in order to establish a brand image in the society or in the market, and also to create product differentiation from other company. Coming to the fourth cause, that is high capital requirement. In order to establish a electricity industry, iron and steel industry or any automobile industry, huge amount of money or capital is required to establish the infrastructure, which itself works as a barrier to enter in this industry. So these four reasons are the main four source of monopoly power. Now coming to the revenue part of monopoly market, here we will be discussing about the total revenue under monopoly market. So total revenue is total amount of return from selling a particular quantity of a product. Let us take an example. Suppose a firm sells 10 units of a product at a price of rupees 10 per unit. So from selling that quantity, firm earns rupees 100. So here 100 rupees is the total revenue of a firm, and mathematically we can write it as TR or total revenue, that is equals to P into Q, where P means price of the product and Q means quantity. Now my question is, what is average revenue? Average revenue or AR is average return from a product. That means return from sale of each unit of that product. Mathematically, it can be written as AR or average revenue, that is equals to TR or total revenue divided by quantity or Q. So here to TR means P into Q, that is price into quantity, divided by Q. So QQ cancels out and it remains with P or price. So value of AR is P or price. So AR curve is price line or demand curve under monopoly market. And as we know, monopolists follow price discrimination policy. So as price increases, demand decreases and vice versa. So AR curve is downward sloping here. Coming to the marginal revenue part of monopoly market, marginal revenue or MR means change in total revenue with respect to 1 unit change in sale of a particular commodity. So here mathematically it can be written as MR or marginal revenue, that is equals to change in total revenue divided by change in total quantity or sale. That is, here change in total revenue is written as delta TR and change in total sales is defined as delta Q. Let us take an example. Our first column is indicating quantity sale or Q, and so first column or value of first column tells us that what the quantity of farm has sold in the market, and second column is indicating price per unit or P, that means at what price farm is selling that product. Now what is the value of total revenue or TR when the price is equals to 10? So the value of TR is P into Q, that means price into quantity. So value of TR is 1 into 10, that is equals to 10. So value of TR is 10 at price 10 is 10. So what is the value of TR when price is equals to 9? It is again P into Q, that means 2 into 9, 2 into 9, that is equals to 18. So value of TR is 18 at price 9. Now if you look at the value of TR, it is 24 when the price is 8. It is 28 when the price is 7. So if you look at the trend of value of TR, then you can observe that TR is initially increasing up to the price 5, and then it is gradually decreasing. That means TR initially increases, then maximize, and then fall after rupees 5. And for this reason, TR curve is inverted U-shaped. Okay. Now coming to the AR part or average revenue part. The formula of average revenue is total revenue divided by quantity. That means TR divided by Q. So value of AR at price 10 is 10 divided by 1. That means 10 divided by 1, that is equals to 10. So value of AR is 10 when the price is 10. And next, what is the value of AR when the price is 9? So it is again TR divided by price, that means TR divided by Q, that is 18 divided by 2, that is equals to 9. So value of AR is 9 when the price is 9. So if you look at the trend of value of AR, then you can see that value of AR is again decreasing, and it is decreases by a constant value, that is 1, that is 10 to 9, 9 to 8, 8 to 7, 7 to 6, and for this reason AR is not only downward, rather it is straight line also. Okay. Now coming to the MR part or marginal revenue part. So here the formula of MR is change in TR or total revenue, that is divided by change in quantity or change in Q. So here the value of MR at price 9 is, so change in total revenue means new revenue is 18, old revenue is 10, and new quantity is 2 and old quantity is 1. So the value of MR at price 9 will be 18 new minus old total revenue, that is 10, divided by new quantity, that is 2 minus old quantity, that is 1. So it is 8 divided by 1, that is equals to 8. So value of MR is 8 when the price is 9. So if you look at the data of MR, then you can observe that it is 6 when the price is 8, because 24 minus 18, that means 6, divided by 3 minus 2, that is 1. So value of MR at price 8 is 6. And if you again observe at the value of MR, then you can observe that value of MR is decreasing. It is decreasing up to rupees 6, and then it becomes 0, and after that it becomes negative. So MR curve is negative and it has a negative segment also. Okay. Now coming to the shape of total revenue curve. If I ask you a question that what is the shape of total revenue curve? Now take a look, and in the vertical axis we are measuring total revenue or TR, and on the horizontal axis we are measuring quantity sale or Q. Now shape of total revenue is, we have already discussed in the earlier slide, that is it is inverted U shaped. Okay, because when a firm increases its quantity sale, then initially total revenue increases, then it is maximizes, and then it falls. So the shape of total revenue is inverted U. Then what is the shape of AR? Now again on the vertical axis we are measuring average revenue, and in the horizontal axis we are measuring quantity sale or Q, and we have already discussed that the shape of AR is downward sloping, because AR is the demand curve of monopoly market. So whenever price increases, quantity sale or quantity demand decreases. That is why AR is downward sloping and straight line to the origin. Coming to the MR curve or shape of MR curve, again on the vertical axis we are measuring marginal revenue, and on the horizontal axis we are measuring quantity sale or Q, and we have discussed that shape of MR is downward sloping and it has a negative part also. Okay, so it is MR. So initially when quantity sale increases, MR decreases, and up to a certain level, after a certain level it becomes 0, and then it becomes negative. Coming to the combined diagram of AR and MR, so here you can see that AR is downward sloping and MR is also downward sloping, and we are measuring AR and MR in vertical axis and quantity sale in the horizontal axis. So it is, so slope of MR is the half of slope of AR, where both are downward sloping, and MR has a negative intercept or negative part, whereas AR doesn't have any negative part. So this is all about today's session or discussion. If you have any query, then please comment below, and please do subscribe our channel, like, comment and share. Be safe. Thank you. See you in the next video.